Hey everybody, it's Tallara and welcome back to my Let's Play series of Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. The Powerpuff Girls, aka me, Lynn, Elma, and Irina, have parked our skills in a very orderly fashion here outside of Blade Tower, and today we're going to be continuing to train, level up, and do quests in anticipation of going to finally find the life hold in our next story mission. So I've got a couple of quests already picked out that I want to do. On our last episode, I tried to do this quest right here, the King of Fear, and you'll see one of the requirements was to complete Prone Sweet Prone. Prone Sweet Prone wasn't available for me previously, but it is now. It's right here. So we're going to pick up Prone Sweet Prone so that we can then do the King of Fear. And then I saw this one right here, Bose's Ignorance, also required Prone Sweet Prone. And they're all right here basically in a vertical line. So let's knock out these 3 quests today to continue to get stronger on our way to hopefully saving humanity. Alright, so first up, we're going to speak to Stella. She says, I have a top secret mission for you, Tallara. Commander Vandam even asked for you by name. Okay, can you give me a detailed briefing? Zero hesitation. You blades don't mess around. I'll get right to it then. You expanded Frontier Nav into Oblivia, correct? Well, that's given us access to new ganglion intel. Perhaps you're familiar with the Prone Village in southern Oblivia. We've learned there are xenoforms in that village being held as forced laborers. They are neither human nor Nopon. It's an entirely new alien race. If we can free them and win them over to our side, we stand to gain a mountain of intel on the Prone. There's even a strong chance they might join us as allies like the Manon and the Nopon. You can see how this opportunity is too tasty for us to pass up, so how about it then? I'm not sure if I would describe the opportunity as tasty, but I understand what Stella's saying. We've really killed 2 birds with 1 stone here, 3 birds with 1 stone. We A, get to weaken the ganglion by removing their labor force. B, we get to obviously help people who are being forced into labor. And C, we may recruit some new allies. So we will absolutely say yes to this one. We're going to head to Oblivia's Prone Colony and rescue the captive xenoforms. Excellent. The commander said you'd say that. Judging from our maps, this is a pretty large prone settlement, so expect some heavy resistance. But there are a number of viable infiltration routes. As long as you stay cool out there, you should be fine. Best of luck. So now this quest is actually only recommended for level 21, so I highly doubt we're actually going to have any trouble here. You may remember we have been in and around this prone settlement before when we were exploring the area originally. We never got deep in there though. I remember going to Mesa Fortress, grabbing the landmark in FN Site 303 and then getting out of there. So this will still be new for us. I'm actually going to fast travel to the Leaning Ring and then we'll head up to the prone settlement. At this point, the number of new xenoforms we've met, I can't even count them on one hand anymore. I've been thoroughly impressed how in Xenoblade Chronicles X, they've included so many different unique xenoforms, and meeting all these different aliens and befriending them and welcoming them into our budding alliance has been great. This is no longer just humanity against the ganglion. It's humanity and a bunch of other alien races. We have formed a coalition, and the more allies we have on board, the better our chances of stopping this whole thing. Now you'll also actually see there's some high-level monsters around the outside of the village, but luckily, due to our flying skills, we can get right around them and drop right down into the entrance. Now the entrance is rather narrow, so I think the girls are going to have to leave their skills here as we head through this narrow passage. Welcome to Scabland Fortress. We've never been back here before, so I'm interested to see what is back here. Oh, some high-level monsters, level 49. I thought this quest was only a recommended level of 21. Why are there so many high-level enemies? Look at this, level 55, 44, 42. I feel a little bit misled about the the strength of the enemies in this area. Oh my god, we're gonna get absolutely destroyed. I can't even see where they want us to go. They actually want us to go further back into that valley. I feel totally misled by the quest marker. So first of all, that area there was full of enemies that are a lot higher level than level 21. But second of all, it looked like the quest marker actually wanted us to go up onto a ledge almost behind that area. Now luckily, it honestly wasn't even a bad thing that we died, because look where I respawned, up on this ledge, and we can get a good view of the area. So this is a very heavily fortified position. And this is not where we actually need to go. We need to go up here. How we would have gotten up here without flying mechs? I don't know. But this is actually where we're looking to go, right up here. So, for once, death was a good thing. Now we'll park our skells right here and head inside this structure. This must be where they're keeping their slaves. Hopefully we can let them out. Huh? Someone there? Why have you come? I'm here to rescue you from the prone. Rescue us from prone? But that... never mind. Just get us out of building. Door is strong. It cannot be destroyed. You must find key. Please hurry. Okay, now the question is, where are we gonna find a key? Luckily, 2 potential locations have been marked on our map, and yeah, the fact that this quest was rated as level 21 is a total misnomer. Everything here is in the mid-40s, which, like, isn't totally terrible, because as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, one of the reasons we're doing all these side quests is because I need us to be properly leveled up and strong enough to actually tackle the next story chapter, and obviously the best way to level up is by killing monsters and enemies. So it's not even a bad thing that we're fighting a level 47 Palace Queen Kimova here. I'm just, again, feeling very misled about the level of this mission. I guess technically maybe you could do this mission without fighting anyone, and that's why it had such a low level recommendation, but at this point I'm really happy that the crew is all level 45 and level 46, because we really needed it. Alright, we took down that mech, so now we need to just take out the Marnook damagers here. Once we're done that, we'll go try to look for the keys. Honestly, it's an absolutely beautiful evening for liberation. The sun is setting, the mood is right, it is time for us to liberate an enslaved alien species. I like the sound of that, don't you? Alright, Marnook. For ground units going up against mechs, you're certainly holding your own here. There we go. One left. Oh, it looks like there's also something else attacking us? No, that's not attacking us. It's watching this fight and choosing not to be a part of it. And, like, honestly, fair enough. Pick your battles. You're watching your friends get exterminated. Why would those guys be a part of it? Alright, so it looks like it's bringing us, like I said, to 2 potential areas where we can get keys. One is right at the entrance where we came in. The other one is up on this structure right here. I think I might do this because we should be able to just land right on the roof. And I think the key is one of these crystals. Yeah, nice! I'm not sure why they'd leave the key lying around like that, but hey, I'm not gonna complain. While we're over here, it actually looks like there is a probe point. Ooh, that I was gonna get, but now I see it's being guarded by some level 55 monsters. So on second thought, let's quit while we're ahead. Let's take that key and get back to the internment camp. Those words are obviously extremely grim, but that was the name of the key, the internment camp key, so... Let's go see if it opens the door. Park your skells here, ladies. In we go. Aha! Thank you. I will not forget this debt. Whoa. Hmm? You are surprised? A little, yeah. So wait, you're a prone? Why were you being held captive by your own race? We are members of Tree Clan. We have fought Cavern Clan prone for 10,000 suns. I am Sevi Belgazis, chieftain of Tree Clan. I swear by honor of clan we wish you no harm. Okay, I guess we have to take him for his word. I mean, he's not attacking us. Very interesting to see these guys, though, because normally we see these weird tentacly brain aliens and we think, attack! But it looks like not all prone are united. They're divided up in clans, and only some of the clans are actually working with the ganglion. This Great Tree Clan are their enemies, and I guess they're being used even as slaves. It is fate. How did the Tree Clan come to be imprisoned, then? Our clans fought long before we came to this planet. It is feud of millennia. Then Ganglion came to our world, allied with Cavern Clan. We lacked technology to resist. They took us prisoner. Ever since, our days are full of heavy labor. But thanks to you, tomorrow will be day of freedom. Other Tree Clansmen are being held elsewhere, but now I must hide these clansmen from Cavern Clan. Can you keep us safe? I can't believe I'm saying this, but yes, I will keep you safe. Follow me to New LA. Thank you. I'm curious about this NLA. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of mixed opinions when we walk through the front gates with prone at our backs. I can't blame them. Obviously, my gut reaction is to immediately pull out my weapons and start firing as well. But clearly, you can't judge a book by its cover, and you can't lump everyone into one group just because they're from the same race. While I may not be the biggest fan of the tentacles and the weird mouth things of the prone, it would be very rude of me to reject the offer of friendship just because I think they look ugly. And instead, we are going to do what any honorable human would do and help them get back. If anything, they should be valuable allies if they're willing to help us out, because they should have very intimate details about the prone and how they operate. So if anything, this is kind of best case scenario. Before we go, though, I did notice there was treasure up on the roof of the internment camp on our way up, so let's grab this really quick. Then we'll head back to New LA and see what the public reaction is as we lead a squad of prone through the city. Like I said, I'm sure we're definitely going to have some dissenters, but at this point, an enemy of my enemy is my friend, and who are we to judge, right? Looks like Sevi Balgas made it back to NLA. Maurice and Stella are right here to meet him. Let's see how this is gonna go. What? Prone in the city? Damn it, how did they break through our defenses? We need the Harriers here now. No, listen, these prone are not hostile. 2 different tribes under Ganglion rule? Really? I had no idea. Just that alone is an incredibly valuable piece of intel. Excellent work, Tallara. So, the tribes are called Cavern Clan and Tree Clan. It seems the landscape within the Ganglion camp is more complex than we'd imagined. Director General, forgive me for putting this so indelicately, but I believe these Tree Clan members could be of considerable use to us. Agreed. I will authorize their residence in New LA. I'll also inform Defense Secretary Nagi and the others and take care of the necessary paperwork. Wow! I can't believe Tree Clan is being invited with such open arms. I really thought there would be more resistance here, but it's nice to see that Stella and Maurice are open-minded. I also didn't realize how tall the prone were until they were standing next to us. Look at this, we're barely hip height. I'm sure some people are going to be a little intimidated when they see this big scary alien walking down the street, but hey, the more members we have in this coalition, the better. Well, the Tree Clan aren't necessarily a new alien race, they're new to us, and it just means NLA is going to get even livelier with the different peoples that live here. I give thanks to Great Tree, and to Earth aliens. In exchange, perhaps you will agree to share what you know of the Ganglion. Does it win Tree Clan freedom? Then I will help. You have my thanks. Stella, will you assist them in their transition, please? Of course, sir. My name is Stella. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to mention it, Mr. Prone. I am Sevi Belgazis, proud leader of Tree Clan. Well, welcome to New LA, Sevi Belgazis. All's well that ends well. That's mission complete. While they look similar to Vicious Prone, the Tree Clan seems comparatively virtuous. You gain Director General Chosun's consent to bring them into New LA. And with that, the normal mission Prone Sweet Prone is complete. Very nice. So, now that we have that prerequisite out of the way, as I mentioned, we can actually tackle some of these affinity missions next. The best part is A, I want to do more affinity missions to get to know some of these amazing characters we've unlocked in our journey so far, but B, these 2 affinity missions right here in particular are actually fairly high level. As I mentioned, I'm trying to level up in preparation for our next main story mission, so the more high level missions we can undertake, the better. This one right here, Bose's Ignorance, actually has a recommended level of 46. The progress requirements were to complete Chapter 9, complete the Prone Sweet Prone mission, and to have 4 stars, or 4 hearts rather, of affinity with Bose. All of those are complete, so let's accept the mission.
A word word of caution about this mission. The indigen you'll be hunting is extremely dangerous. It's already injured several Pathfinders.
Yes. I heard Sidon and Mondo were among them. All the more reason to do our job as Harriers and end this threat.
That's my sensei.
Damn straight. But what are you doing here, son?
Licking my wounds after getting pummeled by that same beast, Sensei.
Keep your chin up, Reggie.
That's mighty kind of you. I wish the people on my team felt that way.
Full of mercy as usual. You're on the path of the Buddha, friend. Now tell us about this creature. How did the fight go?
It wiped us out in one blow. Not to brag, but I've been around the block once or twice as a curator. But I swear, I've never seen anything like it. That thing is a monster.
Then we've got something to look forward to. We've been fighting nothing but Xenos lately, and I'm sick of it. A classic test of strength sounds perfect. Man against beast.
I'll forward the coordinates where we fought it to your comm device. I know you can handle anything, Sensei. But this thing has sent several Harriers straight to the maintenance center. Please, be careful.
Worry not. We'll have you avenged in no time. Let's send this beast to Nirvana, friend. We ride!
Sounds good. As far as missions go, this one seems fairly straightforward. A number of Pathfinders have been attacked by a particularly aggressive indigen. We need to team up with Bose to defeat it. Now, where has this indigen been sighted? Let's see where our quest marker is taking us. Not this. Oh, wait. Oh, it's all the way up in Cauldros. Okay, yeah. Anything up in Cauldros is usually very aggressive and very powerful and very much wanting to eat you, so that all checks out. If we fast travel to Drongo Caravan, we should be pretty close to this indigen. I'm sure it's going to put up a heck of a fight, considering how many blades it's taken down already. But with the Girl Squad plus Bose, I like our chances. We'll certainly make sure we bring our skells, though. I have no idea what the size of this creature is, but I'd rather overshoot than undershoot. Now, this quest marker actually appears to be pointing underground. There must be some sort of... Oh god, what is that? A level 62 bug? I think if we avoid that giant bug in the lava pool there, we need to go down in this cave. Now, unfortunately, as you can see, the cave is much too narrow for us to bring our skells in, so there goes that plan. Welcome to the Infernal Ledges. A little hidden underground area here in Cauldros. And now, who do we have up ahead here?
Oh, are you Blades?
Who are you?
I am Prone of Tree Clan. I am no enemy.
Well, then why are you here?
Ganglion took my family, holding them prisoner up ahead. Please, stop them. Save my family before they die.
Sorry, we're in the middle of a job. Go ask your Xeno friends for help. Let's move out.
I forgot Bose was low-key
Looking at
racist.
This thing just dredges up memories of Clarissa. Let's go hunt the monster we came for, and reclaim the good name of the Harriers.
Bose. Listen, we're here, aren't we? The Prone are literally our allies now. Why would we not help? We need to.
Did you forget the sound of Clarissa's screams when she was killed in cold blood? All Prone share responsibility for this act, no matter which clan they claim. And yet you want me to help this thing? You wish me to hold back my anger? To forego my hatred? I understand. Allowing the Ganglion to kill again would put me on equal footing with them.
Thank you. Ganglion are camping just ahead. Please hurry. Please hurry and...
Huh? What's this light?
How? How do mere humans possess a jamming device of this magnitude?
This. It's the transmitter that Manon we rescued gave us.
Curse those meddling little worms and their blasted technology.
Whoa!
Bah, you wasted my perfect performance and my precious time.
It was a trap. Dang. Okay, so we've met these types of aliens before. These are part of the Ganglion Coalition, and as you can no doubt see, they are shapeshifters. They've actually infiltrated NLA before, and if it wasn't for that Manon device we're carrying, they would have done it again. Who are you, and what do you want?
Are you so curious about me, primitives? Then I will tell you a secret. You will die here writhing in pain after unimaginable torture. Welcome your death, primitives. No Manon trinket can save you from the painful end that awaits!
I wonder now, is there really an indigen in here who's been killing all the blades, or has it actually been this ganglion in disguise? Regardless, doesn't really matter. Whatever it is, we're gonna take it out. If it's hostile, it's going down. So this is ST-816 Stalio, and while she may be really good at stealth, to be honest, she's not very good at combat. We are kicking her butt right now. Down she goes. Alright. That was easy.
What just happened? Did that Manon save our lives with this? It matters not now. Let's focus on the mission. I won't allow myself to be distracted because of some Xeno.
Okay, I guess that means there really is some sort of engine in here that's killing people as well. And wow. How in the heck are we going to navigate this region without burning to a crisp? It's going to require some platforming. Yeah. A lot of platforming. I'm really worried. Can I jump high enough? No, I can't. Ah! Okay. Yeah, this is terrible. It's one thing to come in here and fight an indigen, it's another thing to have it to navigate without burning to a crisp. Okay, I ran through the lava there a little bit and managed to get through it all right. There we go. Alright, bit of a running start. Yeah! Whew! Who knew the real boss here would be the platforming section? Indigens? Ah, no matter. Platforming? Oh god. Okay, so from here... Oh wow, yeah, no, this is quite involved platforming with some really disgusting looking bug things hanging around. Oh man, okay. Running start, jump! Ugh! I would never be the first to say that platformers are my video game genre of choice. But they put some platforming in my RPG, so platform we must. Alright, we hopped over that section. We got scorched a little bit, but nothing the girl squad can't handle. And now looks like we're in the main chamber. What was that? Oh god, okay, there's our target. It's huge. Really wish we had our skills for this one. How are we even gonna fight this thing? We've got terrible terrain here. This is... I don't like this at all. What is this thing? A Dispros? No, that's not it. Trigger Centimure. That's what we're up against right here. I'm wondering maybe if I get up to that top cliff, we'll be in better position. But he might attack us before that. Yeah, he did. Okay. Well, I guess we've got to fight from down here. This is not going to be easy because, as you can see, the girl squad jumped right into the lava. So, fantastic start, everyone. Thanks. This is ridiculous. You guys seriously just jumped right in the lava? Can you please get up? Alright, I had overdrive for a second there, but it was all for naught because literally everybody just jumped right into the lava except for Lynn, so, This is gonna be tougher than it looks. Not only do we have to fight a really large monster on foot, no skills, but perhaps most importantly, we've got to navigate the lava to actually fight it. So this is gonna be a challenge. I'm wondering, is there any other way down into that cavern? Maybe, like, that we can take our Skell down there? Maybe I should look around a little bit.
Namo Abitabaya! That monster put up a respectable fight. We had our share of detours, but the job is done. Let's head back and give Eleanor our report.
So that was an insanely difficult boss battle. I feel like I haven't had many complaints about Xenoblade Chronicles X so far. I have just been absolutely loving this game, but one of my first complaints is the design of that boss battle. Fighting a flying enemy, a large flying enemy, in an area with just little platforms and lava, it was insanely difficult. Ultimately, after beating my head against the wall time and time again, I had to try to get creative. So what I did was this. I went back to New LA and I crafted a few abilities. So I got this armor augment terrain damage reducer XX, which reduced terrain damage by 100%. What does that mean? It meant that we could stand in the lava during the boss fight, which was absolutely essential. There was no way I could just fight that thing from one platform, especially considering all my party members kept falling into the lava. The other thing I figured out after fighting that boss about 10 times in a row is that he was only using electric damage. So the other armor augment I crafted was the electric resistance up, which boosts our electric resistance by 25. Even with those augments, it was still a challenging fight. Altogether, it took me about an hour to kill that thing. That was one of the most difficult and frustrating bosses in the entire game. You guys will have to let me know if you're playing along. Have you completed the Affinity mission, Bose's, what even is the name of this mission? It's been so long now, I can't even remember what it's called. Bose's Ignorance, and if so, did you two have trouble with this indigen? Because, oh my god, that was so difficult. I'll tell you one thing though, now that I've finally beaten it, I feel really good. I feel like I truly achieved something. But I am not sad to say goodbye to this cave. I am ready to get the hell out of here, never see it ever again, and go back to New LA.
Welcome back. How did the mission go?
Well, we were ambushed by a strange Xeno, but a gift from an even stranger one somehow saved us. I can't tell whether to feel thankful or curse the lot of them. Well, what's your take on all this?
I've told you once, I've told you a million times, Bose, you can't paint everyone with a single brush. We owe the Manon our lives here. Alien or not, they are our friends, they are our allies, and very clearly, they saved us.
That's the sort of debt a man cannot easily repay. His kind are different from the Xenos who attacked Earth. Perhaps I'd lost sight of that. It seems hate was the only thing I had to fill the void in my heart. I've been a fool. And I've failed as a sensei.
This isn't like you, Bose. If anyone else said that, you'd shout at them until their eyelids peeled back.
Sensei, you're back, safe and sound. I've been looking for you. I have a message from a Manon named Jejeba.
A message?
He wanted to know if you were all right. Something about a device responding? He seemed really worried. It got me rattled just listening to him.
We barely met, and he cared that much. I feel like I finally found Satori thanks to that Manon.
You found what?
Satori. Enlightenment. I realize that I've been hiding behind my friends' deaths. I'm sorry, Reggie. All this time I've been lecturing you when I was no better.
No problem? I'm just really glad you're okay. Jejeba will be too.
I'm glad to hear it. Maybe I'll bring him a Buddha statue from my collection as a little thank you gift.
It sounds like you found some real clarity, Sensei. I expect even greater things from you two going forward. But for today, you've earned this reward.
mission complete. Bose's ignorance. We repelled the xenoforms using a man-on device and defeated the indigent. Bose seems to have opened his mind a little, and for that, I give him credit. It is hard to dispel long-held notions about people, but if Bose can take the first steps to recognizing that not all aliens are bad, we'll take it. Shout out to Bose for not being so rigid in his ways that he's not unwilling to change. You learned the sniper rifle art Slayonet. Oh my god, that is the coolest name for a sniper rifle art ever. Do you play the clarinet? Oh no, I play the Slayonet. That is incredible. Okay, so with that mission down, as I said earlier, the other mission I want to do today is one down in the residential district. This is one we tried to do the other day and I didn't have the prerequisite for. So today we should be smooth sailing. And to get there, of course, we're gonna jump right off. Whee! Alright, here's the affinity mission I'm looking for, right behind the cathedral. It is called The King of Fear. Let's check it out.
Have you heard the latest scuttlebutt from the general rabble? Rumors are flying that Commander Vandam's successor is going to be one of the two of us. I intend for it to be me. I'll work my way up and drag Blade kicking and screaming into the modern era.
Okay, I gotta be honest, HB. I've got really no interest in such things. At this point, my mind is solely focused on one objective, saving humanity. There will be time to squabble about leadership roles later.
I'm glad to hear it. I know better than to cross you if I can avoid it. In the meantime, let's continue our record of one perfect mission after the next.
Okay, so apparently Eleonora has been in touch. We'll go with HB and speak to the Nopon. I guess they have some sort of quest for us. Now, which Nopon wants to speak to us? Someone over here in the residential district by the look of the quest marker. So let's go check it out. It's a beautiful evening in NLA. The sun is setting. The hedges are well manicured. The streets are fairly empty. I like it.
Did you hear?
I saw Lara Nara flirting with his boyfriend at the terrace in front of Blade Tower. He was saying he had some good news. Get it, Lara Nara? I can never get over how beautiful this neighborhood is. It's literally like we're in the Hollywood Hills. While we're walking to meet with the Nopon, Fog is actually here with a kitty. Hey, what's going on? Oh, it's Lara. Hello. Are you okay? Fog, seriously, are you alright? My day, it's fine, thank you. As you can see, I'm having a staring contest with a cat. If I were to look away for even a moment, I know it would leap at me and slash my face repeatedly with its evil, evil claws. Back on Earth, the common house cat, or Felis catus, was ever a nemesis of mine. I'd hoped things would be different here. After all, the Manon and Nopon have different languages, but for some reason we all understand each other. So with that in mind, I was trying to establish a form of meaningful communication with the local cats. It doesn't really seem to be working out, however. Why do you think cats and I aren't capable of understanding each other? Maybe you'll meet a cat that you can understand one day. Much as I was saying earlier to Bose, not to paint all aliens with a single brush, don't paint all cats with a single brush either. I am a certified cat lover. I love cats, so whenever I meet people that say, I hate cats, I'm always like, well, come meet my cat. People may have had bad interactions with certain cats when they were a kid, and then they take those prejudices with them into the future, and I hate it. Don't paint all cats with the same paintbrush, Fog. I suppose it's a possibility. I certainly haven't conducted my experiment on all of the cats here on Mira. One day I may indeed meet a cat who has no interest in using my face for a scratching post. I will hold that hope in my heart throughout my remaining years on this planet. We completed Fog's heart-to-heart animal lover. What an interesting little heart-to-heart event. Alright, now here is the Nopon who wants to meet with us, and it looks like he's actually here with a prone? Interesting.
HB! Ulala, looking for a friend named HB!
And I've been looking for you. I spoke to Eleonora. I take it you're the Nopon who has been asking after me?
Huh? Glass's friend is HB?
Haha, the scope of my fame is terrifying. My name has become a chorus across races.
Friends of Pulala always talk about amazing man with 200 IQ.
And prone speak of combat skills. Say you fight anything, that no creature is too fierce.
Yes, all true, I'm afraid. My partner here will attest to it.
Alright, let's not gas HB up too much. His head's gonna grow so thick that he's not gonna fit in his helmet anymore. Oh, yeah, it's all true and more.
Admirable. A lesser blade would be blinded with envy, and yet you remain a beacon of truth. Now, what was it you needed? I'll do anything within my power. Which is anything.
That worked just like Eleanor say. Butter up Glasses man with random flatterings, and he'd do any job Pulala wants.
Butter up Glasses man with random flatterings.
Do not be so honest.
What's this about honesty?
Just another fine trait of friend HB. Pulala and Tentacle Friend have job only amazing man like HB can do. Recently, terrible prone people are hurting poor Nopon.
It is Blood King Gelvo Bon. Even among Cavern Clan, his brutality is known.
The name says it all, I suspect.
Few days ago, Bloody King attacked Caravan on trade route and roast everyone. If friends do not help, Nopon everywhere become lunch.
Despicable. This barbarian must be brought to heel as soon as possible.
But Bloody King is clever. No one knows where his super secret base is.
Hiding in shadows, tormenting the weak. Typical Cavern scum behavior.
Pulala heard Pathfinder friends good at gathering info. Came to seek help finding Bloody King.
Well, we are the eyes and ears of Blade. All of Mira is our backyard. I'll have a look on Frontier Nav straight away. Right. I'd say we found our base.
Amazing! My clansmen looked everywhere. Found nothing. What magic is this?
Just the magic of hard work and diligent data probe installation. All the answers are just a click away. But for now, I have a despot to topple.
Friends do that for Pulala? Pulala heard fighting was Harrier job.
I don't trust anyone else to finish what I've started. I'll see it through. Well, I and my new assistant here. Isn't that right?
Who are you calling assistant? But fine, we can't let any of these poor Nopon be eaten for lunch. The only Nopon we eat for lunch is Tatu, and he's well seasoned. So we'll nod grimly and prepare for battle.
I'm glad I asked you for help in this matter. Some blades cling to that obsolete system of segregated divisions. It does my heart good to see that you are not one of them. Bringing this Blood King to justice will be yet more proof that I am correct on this.
Your motives may be a little skewed, HB, but yeah, I'm definitely going to help you out here. We gotta take down this guy before he terrorizes any more poor Nopon. Now, HB was able to pinpoint his location using Frontier Nav, and it looks like they're up here in northern Noctilum. There's a Lotus Keep building site right next to Blood Pond Basin. If we fast travel to FN Site 210, we should be pretty close by. So let's do just that. Now, I have to imagine this Blood King isn't just hanging out by himself. He's presumably going to have, if not some sort of fortification that we need to infiltrate, at least minions. So I'm expecting a hard-fought battle here. The girl squad is, of course, all here with our colorful skells, so that should make any sort of infiltration or combat that is required easier. And yes, right away I do see some structures. We've got some robots going around. Looks like we've got a little area right here that we can touch down. There's a Nopon, actually, that we can speak to. Let's do that. Well, actually, before we do that, I want to grab the Skell wreckage right here. Because we love treasure. And now, Nopon, are you okay? Oh my god, there's like a trail of dead Nopon. Oh my god!
The Donga caravan. Next target.
He's gone. We couldn't save even one of them. We should hurry to that caravan. I'll not permit another fragile life to be snuffed out by this monster.
Yeah, agreed. I'm just as angry as you are. We're gonna put a stop to this. I can't watch any more sweet Nopons suffer.
Anger? Yes, I suppose I got emotional there. Not like me, I know. I blame it on your bad influence. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'll be back to my usual self by the time we catch up to the Blood King. We'll complete the mission with our usual precision.
HB is really growing on me. He can certainly come off as really, superior and a little insufferably full of himself at the beginning, but honestly, his priorities are actually in the right place. He does care about helping people. He is good and smart. That isn't coming from nowhere. I do actually like him. He's not a bad guy once you sort of break through that shell that he has up. Now, before we go anywhere, FN Site 208 is right here just begging for us to install a data probe, so we're gonna do just that. Nice! We must have most of this area probed now, except for the further north region of Noctilum that I haven't actually explored at all. The main region we've got pretty well documented, which is a nice feeling. Now, the Dodonga caravan is all the way down in the southern region of Noctilum. You'll remember that's actually Tatsu's caravan. That's where his family is. So, if anything, we need to do it for Tatsu. We can't let his family get eaten by this Blood King. Alright, here we are approaching the cavern that the Nopon have set up their caravan in. And it also looks like the Blood King is here and may have already set up his own camp.
That must be Gelvoban. They look nearly ready to strike the caravan. Thankfully, we're completely ready. Let's make this quick.
Sounds good. Let's bring the fight to this tyrant. You will eat no more Nopon today, you evil tentacly monster face. Now, luckily, we can just charge right in with our skells and take them completely unawares. They were set up for camp. They were getting ready to pull an ambush on the Nopon. They weren't expecting to actually get ambushed themselves, so this is really nice. I like having the upper hand. The element of surprise for once. So his minions are only level 30 and 34, but the Blood King Gelvobanth is actually level 40, which is not a big of a deal considering 4 of us are in giant mechs. We can just step on the Blood King and it'll be a-okay. Take these guys down soon enough here. Oh, wow! Okay, maybe I spoke a little too soon. Maybe I was talking too big of a game. Irina actually got knocked right out of her skell. The Blood King said, alright, I'm not going down without a fight. Dang, I'm actually impressed. And this, folks, is why you shouldn't get too overconfident. Cockiness is not a good trait. You hear that, HB? Alright, the Blood King's actually down. We just need to take down his minions now. And there's only one left. I'll give it to them. They put up a good fight, but it wasn't good enough. And now the Blood King's reign of terror should be brought to an end.
I knew the prone had superhuman strength, but that... If you hadn't been with me, I fear I would have... well, died. You have my thanks. Now, let's hurry back and inform Pulala.
The Prones certainly displayed their superhuman strength there when they punched Irina right out of her mech. That was honestly impressive, but alright, we're done. So now we can go back to NLA. and go talk to our new Nopon friend. If we fast travel to Ishmael Hills, which is the very fancy part of the residential district, Pulala will be just around the corner. Now, as per usual, we don't have any designated parking spots for our skills, so we just leave them right in the middle of the road. Luckily, this is a bit of a dead-end road up this way. It's a bit of a cul-de-sac situation, so hopefully we won't be blocking traffic too much. Now, Pulala and Priya Slarth are right where we left them. Let's tell them the good news.
Glasses friend! What happened with Bloody King? Did friend stop Galvo bonds so Nopon can live in peace?
Your noble people will never have to fear that monster again. Consider him deposed, permanently.
This true? Truly? Pulala not have words! HB is amazing! HB is best friend in world! HB is genius!
And seeing you so happy makes me happy as well.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather have fortune and glory there, HB?
Come, I fight for the same reason as you. To bring happiness and peace to good people everywhere. Though I fear the current state of Blade is too inefficient to help everyone. Once I'm in charge, however, I'll whip the system into a logical order and have productivity through the roof. You're one of my scant few equals, you know, so I expect big contributions in the future.
Mission complete. We defeated the Blood King and saved the Tree Clan and Nopon, but HB has some concerns about Blade. We'll need to go to Blade Tower for his next Affinity mission. For now, though, we learned the Shield Art Atomic Hit, and all's well that ends well. There you have it, folks. Another productive day of questing here in New LA. We're soon going to be ready for the next story chapter, which is good because humanity is running out of time. It may be an absolutely beautiful night, but it's a little bit marred by looking up in the sky and seeing that we only have 5% power remaining in the life hold. We've got to find it quick. For now, though, we celebrate here in Ishmael Hills. Thank you all so much for watching today's episode, and I will see you guys back here soon for some more Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition.